So that was the hardest, knowing that for the last 2 months since breaking the elbow the first time around, I'd basically sold out and I had put everything on the line to try to make this comeback and make the start line at Lake Placid, and I was there. That was my last big training ride. After that, it was coasted on in. And for that to be the moment where everything gets derailed, blows up, now it's no longer even possible to line up on the start line. Mentally, that was so gutting. Like it was one of the worst feelings in the world. I was out on, it was really my last training ride. July 3rd, we had Friday off, observing the 4th. So I was like, yep, we'll get long ride in on Friday, get long run in on Sunday, have a little break between the two so I can just have really quality sessions. This was my second ride on the TT bike, basically since November, because when I broke the elbow, I couldn't obviously be in that TT position. So yeah, I was really just trying to get volume in there. The week before, I'd done a 100-mile ride all in TT. It was actually feeling good, so I was like, yep, let's run it back. Was with my friend Will and Leah. Fortunately, they're tagging along, and we're about an hour in, 22, 23 miles in, and I remember literally everything about it. Like the amount of times the whole crash is replayed in my head, just from the second the bars came off to hitting the ground and just rolling on the concrete. Like for the first few days, I had like relived that whole thing, and my heart rate would jack up, and it was truthfully scary reliving it every time. But basically what happened was the stem holding up my aero bars failed, came out, and I just went straight over the bars. I was in aero position. So if you can imagine here, straight down, whole body over the side, and was probably going 30, maybe a little over 30 miles an hour at the time of it happening. I found a little piece in the fact that it's not like riding on a different day would have changed anything, or riding a different route would have changed anything. Like if the bars were gonna go, they were gonna go. If I didn't do it on Friday and I rode on Saturday, it was gonna happen on Saturday. There's nothing in that moment that I could have done about this. It's really like, I cannot understate how lucky I was to walk away with as, we'll say, minimal injuries as I did. The shoulder is definitely the worst of it all. I had my consults and meetings with elbow specialist, and it'll be a lot of the same as the first time around, where we go no surgery, just really prioritize range of motion, get the splint off, get it moving as fast as possible to bring that range of motion back, and really just trying to minimize any potential scar tissue building up and issues down the line. We got through it once, we can do it again. But shoulder was the worst of it. Separated AC joint, which basically you can probably see a little bit, but my collarbone is just facing the wrong direction. Somehow didn't break anything up here. Like I know people will break scapula or break the collarbone or anything, nothing like that. Purely knocked it out of place. And on my initial visit to the orthopedic center, they were like, yeah, we think we can do it, non-op, no surgery. And I was like, all right, this is fantastic, like probably about as good as it can be. A few minutes later, they started taking all the measurements compared to my left side, and it was significantly worse than they thought. I think it was like over 2.5 times away from where it should be in terms of distance. So we'll see what that path forward is. Maybe there's still a chance that I don't need surgery, but they seemed pretty confident that that would be the path we would need to go through. So we're going for a 20-mile walk week. So we're just ripping incline and getting it done, I guess. We got doctors tomorrow. We'll get some answers then, hopefully. But in the meantime, it's a lot of walking, easy biking. Still in the splint, no cast or anything. So I'm trying not to get it too sweaty, because I don't want it to turn into a middle school science project or start the next COVID. So we're gonna try to keep it dry, but there's only so much you can do. My screen is gone, dude. At this point, I just have a constant pink line in my vision from staring at this so much. Front's pretty torn up. Back is also shattered to oblivion, but it still works. Every day you can make even the slightest bit of progress, that is progress, and that will compound. So even if it's just as simple as getting your exercises done or massaging out the elbow so that it's not quite as tight or sore or whatever that may be, like any progress you can make in range of motion, stuff like that is so beneficial, and it's just take whatever win you can get on that day. It doesn't have to be massive steps every day, and it won't be massive steps every day. Understanding and embracing that it's a bunch of little wins, little processes that will all come together to form the full rehab process. Like, I'm finding a lot of joy in that. It's only been a week right now, but piecing it together day by day and slowly building with the ultimate goal of 7.3 Worlds or Ironman Texas or whatever that is. Like, that next race, I just want to do everything I possibly can to be as prepared for that next start line that I step onto, even though it's unknown right now. All right, plan moving forward. Surgery, August 4th, met with the surgeon, met the whole team yesterday. We're now in Lake Placid, so quite the turnaround. But yeah, basically what's gonna go down is reconstruction surgery of the AC joint and CC ligament in my shoulder. Basically when you hit the ground, collarbone shifted up, tore that AC joint. That's where the collarbone meets the shoulder. Those should be aligned. Mine are not, obviously it's sticking up. Very common that when you do that, the CC ligament also tears because that's what kind of pulls the collarbone down and keeps it in line. So I think it's just one incision, but basically they go in, realign it, reattach the AC joint, and basically reconnect everything along the CC ligament. It'll be a long process, about 6 weeks in the sling, and then 10 weeks after that are phasing out of it and trying to get back to full return to play. Got a day in, day out, do what I need to, follow the PT to a T for both the elbow and the shoulder, and just focus on making it as clean and efficient of a comeback as possible without rushing things. Gonna forego 70.3 Worlds in September. We're about 2 months out, and just with the surgery timeline, especially being 6 weeks in a sling, maybe there's a chance that I could recover in time, but if the focus is full rehab and just making sure I get back to normal, I think it's definitely the smart move just to take focus off that and focus on recovery, and we'll sign up for a race at hopefully the beginning of 2027, maybe Ironman Texas, maybe 70.3, but whatever that race is, I'm like itching to get back to it and start training. And this was a massive negative, but we're going to turn it to a huge positive, and obviously won't come back stronger physically, but mentally I think it is a whole nother story, and I'm really excited to just tack this head on, put the head down, and do everything I need to do to get back. So it'll be an extremely challenging but extremely rewarding process when I finally do get back to full strength. In Lake Placid, gonna enjoy this now, cheer on the guys. I am so excited to help them along their race weekend and to see them cross the finish line. So being here and watching this in and of itself will be extremely rewarding and inspiring for the next time I get to do it too. So it's gonna be a good weekend.
All right, what are you thinking about calling this series?
I'm thinking down but never out.
You are ready to swim, to bike, to run. You are ready to become